Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please like and subscribe. Today we are going to talk about my least favorite person in the world. And no, it's not Meghan Markle. It's becoming her mom, Doria Ragland. This woman, to me, is more shady than the shadiest tree in the shadiest land of all the shades.
The shades.
The shades of all the shades.
The shadiest housewife in Bravo.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good analogy. I've been trying to find information on Doria, and it's very difficult, okay? All we know is that Doria was really not around for Meghan from like the time she was like 8 years old to like she was like 18, 19, 20. I mean, and then Meghan in college, we don't have a lot of knowledge of her back then either.
I think she was around. Her dad paid for it.
Yeah, Meghan might have had in college and during Deal or No Deal, allegedly, a little breast enhancement, if I had to guess. But there's
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it has since taken them out. But it does look like she was a free gal, having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA.
And yeah,
LA.
definitely had the LA eyebrows that the women had back then. You and I never had it. Our mom took us to an electrolysis. We were like 10 years old, and she goes, and it hurt. It hurt
anything else.
So bad. And we were like, we're dead. And she goes, trust me, you guys are gonna thank me when you're teenagers because you won't have to deal with this when you get older.
We have extremely high tolerance for pain now. It's incredible.
Yes.
I broke my elbow once and I didn't even know it.
And I know it has to do with our mom taking us to the electrolysis
when you're 10 years old, or even younger. I think you're younger.
Back then in the 90s kids, our friends and people like Meghan, they pluck the crap out of their eyebrows.
That's such a no-no.
And then they would just take a pencil and pencil it in. So Meghan definitely had those eyebrows. So she was a 90s gal. We do know concrete, because Tom Bauer said it, that Doria was not in Meghan's life for a long period of time.
Yeah.
She was in and out of it, which I believe. There was stuff going on that supposedly she might have been involved in tax fraud, allegedly. She might have spent some time in prison, allegedly. There had to do with something with drugs, allegedly. There might have had something to do with her taking her father's house from the family, allegedly. There are so many alleged stories out there, but nothing concrete. And the reason why this happens is because when somebody's about to do a grift, or when somebody's been planning to do a grift, they completely bleach the internet. They sweep it.
Bleach it,
yeah. And Meghan had the kind of contacts, now that we know, you know, with that Irish guy and everybody, Marcus Anderson and the Soho House, she had the contacts and the kind of people, the higher ups. The girl from Toronto, her friend there, her husband is the son of the former Prime Minister of Canada. So there is stuff,
connections.
Yeah, so she was definitely grooming Meghan for something because she was taking Meghan on all these trips. Yeah. Her and Meghan would go on all these trips, and that's where I believe her alleged yachting days came from. And this is all allegedly.
She was the gal who was on the phone when Harry was proposing.
Yes.
That's the gal who we're talking about.
He's doing it. Yeah. He's doing it.
She definitely was a part of it. Yeah.
Yes. And she goes, look. That's like if somebody's proposing to me and I'm like, wait 1 second.
That's crazy.
That's weird. Guys, that's so weird. Guys, you have no idea how weird that is. I mean, I'm serious. It's so weird, especially when the guy is somebody. I know. Could you imagine? I mean, Perry being as public as he is in the private, and her shoving a phone in his face while he's trying to propose. I mean, that's insane. Oh my God.
She's not on the phone with her mom. She's on the phone with this gal,
Jessica Maroney. Her supposed best friend that she dropped after Jessica threatened a black woman.
Jessica went into rehab 2 weeks after that for drugs and alcohol.
But Meghan has since not remained her friend, because once Meghan doesn't need you anymore, she literally doesn't need you. However, Meghan needed Doria. Meghan knew she needed Doria. In 2015, that girl was like, crap, I need this woman now.
Yeah, I'm not Maltese anymore. I need to become...
I'm going to start doing these pay-for-play charity events. And guess what? For optics, I'm going to need my mom to be with me. Doria got a Master of Social Work from the University of Southern California.
Is that real?
Yeah, but it's, well, supposedly it's real. Allegedly it's real. Which is not that hard to do. After passing that, she got a licensing exam in 2015. Now this is what doesn't make sense to me. In 2011 is when she supposedly got the Master of Social Work. However, she didn't take a licensing exam until 2015.
Well, duh.
So why would you wait that long? Like, I was married to a lawyer, and before he even graduated law school, he was studying for the bar. Like, that's just something you do. You don't graduate law school and then wait like 3, 4, 5 years to then take the bar exam.
Weird.
It's just really strange. But this whole thing is strange, so let's get into it. So then after she passed it, she worked for a mental health service clinic in Culver City. She only worked for that place for like maybe 2, 3 years, I want to say, because she stopped working there when Megan got engaged. She had no use to exactly, yeah. She had no use for this anymore. She did not.
Or the people she was trying to help.
Another thing that I noticed about Doria was when she was being photographed, when she was doing her pap walks that Megan was sending her way in LA, she always had psychology books, you know, and she was always like, and I was totally falling for it. I was like, man, this girl's a yoga instructor. She's a social worker. Wow, this woman comes from good stock, you know, not knowing anything about this. So we, you know, we were all fooled. I mean, this it wasn't just Harry. I guess we were all fooled when it comes to the cult of Megan. She would also teach jewelry at Santa Monica College.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're just laughing at the...
Yeah, why would you get a master's degree in social work and then teach yoga and jewelry and still be a vagabond? Which Doria is. Doria's a vagabond. That's the definition of a vagabond.
Grifter, vagabond.
Whatever, yeah, and I'm just gonna say it. She's a grifter. In 2018, Harry and Meghan get engaged and they get married very fast. It felt like right away.
I can't believe it's only been 5 years. Think about it.
I know, God. Doria had to be there every step of the way. Archie is born. Somebody had to hold little Archie, whatever that was. It could have been prosthetic Archie. We don't know, allegedly. But Doria was there for every picture. Everything she needed to be there for, she was there. And she stopped being a social worker. But she did do something interesting, though. She became the CEO, CFO, and secretary of a care home firm in Beverly Hills. It's called Loving Kindness Senior Care Management.
What's interesting, she's the CEO, which means she has all the board votes, which means she is the board. She's the executive, and she's the chief financial officer, which means she is in charge of all the money, guys. Yep. That's a big deal.
She's got all
those elderly people's money in her pocket right now. And this is a woman who we think allegedly stole a house from her own elderly father.
Well, her father after he died.
Allegedly.
In mysterious situations.
Allegedly. But I'm just saying, there's a...
Do we know how the man died?
You know, elderly people, they need someone like Doria.
There's a pattern here because Megan has shown she does not care about elderly people. This is not alleged. This is proof. She doesn't care when her dad has a heart attack. She doesn't care when her dad has a stroke. She doesn't care about his dad at all. She doesn't care about the Queen. Nope. She doesn't care about Prince Philip. She doesn't care about Gloria Steinem. She doesn't care about anybody when it comes to being elderly. And I believe she also had a hand in setting up Lady Hussey.
Oh, absolutely.
So Megan has proven that she has no empathy when it comes to elderly people. Unlike Stephanie and I, who we started this thing on Megan in January because of the elder abuse that we saw was happening to Lady Hussey. This is why this page even happened, was we were so outraged at the stuff that was directed towards that woman.
Obvious.
And it was so obvious that it was elder abuse. We didn't think that it would go then to the Queen. And I mean, this was crazy.
Never imagined that. Oh my goodness.
This little company that Doria is a part of, it was incorporated in Delaware. Now, a lot of companies are incorporated in Delaware, including a lot of Megan's companies, including like Archwell and all the other things that Megan wanted to do as far as merching. So these are some of the main reasons why people do it. There's a lot of tax benefits that go along with incorporating in Delaware, but this is the main thing that stuck out with me: privacy. As a registered business in most state, companies must align a registered agent who maintains a physical address to be the official address and to receive mail and collect paperwork. Unlike most states, however, in Delaware, the registered agent is the only name that must be disclosed in association with the company. Other officers and directors are not required to disclose their names, allowing an extra degree of...
Which means what Nancy's saying is no transparency in the state of Delaware.
You do not have to be transparent in the state of Delaware to incorporate your company. So, okay. That's, I mean, again, if she's doing this out of the kindness of her heart, and she's doing this for seniors, and she's got a soft spot for social work and all this stuff, then why incorporate in Delaware if it's not a grift?
If history teaches us anything, a lot of social workers, guys, they're doing it because they have no other credentials to do anything else. They're doing it for the money. They don't really care about children. They don't care about senior citizens. Unfortunately, there's a lot of abuse going on.
There's a lot of
there is, and
there's a lot of bureaucracy when it comes to state and local social workers, and we can attest to that because we live in Portland, Oregon, and trust me, guys, it hasn't gotten any better here. As much money as we can throw at this situation, and we voted for it.
You voted for this.
Exactly, we voted for it, unfortunately, but we throw money at it and nothing happens. It only gets worse. So we do have a little, we can talk about it a little bit.
I'm just saying, if history tells us anything.
Yes, and yes. Good
It's
point.
a great documentary on Netflix, The Trial of Gabriel Hernandez.
Oh, I can't watch that.
He wants to see it tonight. It's a great documentary about that system and how it fails children and it fails senior citizens. And it's a very good way for con artists and grifters to make money and to get into that sort of situation, because you don't need too much education.
Yeah.
You don't need too much on your resume.
Yeah.
Especially going to Delaware at this point. Nancy just pointed out, you don't need much transparency.
Well, this is the thing. So I go on to the website because every company should have a website, right? Our dad's company has a website and it's credible. He didn't file in Delaware, and when he started his company, he did it the legal way. Well, I don't think it's illegal, but he did it on the up and up.
Transparently.
So this loving kindness senior care management, and the first thing you see on there, providing a holistic approach to senior care management. We advocate and coordinate life care needs for your loved ones.
Holistic means I can do whatever the hell I want to your family.
I don't have to be a medical, I don't have to have any medical
experience. I can do whatever I think is necessary to make this person comfortable and happy and healthy.
Yeah, and so, and you don't need any medical doctors working for you.
I'm going to give them a placebo.
Yeah,
you don't need Tylenol for a headache. I'm just going to give them this.
Yeah.
And this is our opinion, by the way.
Yeah. And so I read this website and I really, it was so vague, guys. It was like basically loving kindness senior care management was created to support and give peace of mind to you, your beloved parent, relative, or friend. We provide the care to help them thrive in their full capacity. Our services are ideal for families with busy schedules or those who live out of town and are unable to oversee the manage and care of a loved one. And it goes on like that.
That's what they're trying to get across. If you don't have the time, we will take care of their finances.
Yeah, we'll do everything for you.
You don't have to check in. You don't have to call. You don't have to visit. You don't have to write. You don't have to come on Christmas. We will take care of everything, which means we will stick them in a room, lock them up, and take all their money.
And they also say they'll help with funeral arrangements, end of life, hospice. Basically, it sounds like it refers you to services. I don't know. Again, additional services, coordinated legal services for elder law,
conservatorship, of course.
That's Britney Spears. Living trust, durable power of attorney will also be your travel escort.
This is insane. These are like, hey, if you have a rich aunt somewhere and you don't want to deal with her, just bring her to us.
Yeah.
We'll take care of everything, and then you won't feel guilty being on that Caribbean island for New Year's.
So the whole website is very cheap and kind of like put together, like it didn't look real to me. I was like, this does not look like an actual website. So at the very bottom, you know, you kind of look at like what they're accredited by or who they're accredited by. Like even, you know, like I said, our dad's website, you know, he's part of certain organizations that are credentialed, PMA, IPI. And this one just at the bottom said, be assured your healthcare needs are always managed with dignity and respect, and your privacy is treated with bespoke confidence and trust. LKSCM is a private pay provider. Now, they try to make it look like they're Aging Life Care Association member, like it's an accredited thing. I looked it up. There is no Aging Life Care Association member. And then all this says is, hey, we don't go through insurance. We don't deal with insurance. You have to pay us directly. We're only private pay.
Yeah.
So then I go all the way down, because that's another thing that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go all the way down. This thing was copywritten in 2020. And then there is no way of getting a hold of them. There's no phone number. There's no Instagram page. There's no Twitter page. There's nothing. They just say, if you want to schedule a complimentary phone consultation, you put your name, email, phone number. What services are you interested in?
You have to give your
and then
info.
You have to give. It sounds like with Archwell, because once they have your phone number and your email, then they sell it to telemarketers, and that's how they make their money. This is what it sounds like. This is allegedly, this is what it sounds like, because I did this. I put my mom's name and phone number in, and then I put her email address. I put my phone number because I still have my LA area code phone number. Haven't emailed or called me at all. So this is definitely a way to steal your information and never hear from them again, in my opinion, allegedly.
These scams have been going on for forever.
I understand that.
Yeah. And especially towards elderly people.
Exactly.
Jen Shaw, I don't know if anyone knows that Jen Shaw from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is in jail for,
really,
I think 8 to 11 years now. The same jail as Elizabeth Holmes.
Okay.
They're at the same jail. And she just went in for telemarketing scams and rotary fraud just like this. Doria will be joining them.
Now, again, this is all allegedly, but this does not look like a real website. So then you go down to the designer of the website. Now, when you go down to the Picture Perfect website, and you can see, you know, that we have our Facebook, our Twitter, our phone number, everything. There's a million ways to get a hold of us, but there's a little thing at the bottom that says how our website is powered. And we go by a really cool company called Dacus, and they're these awesome guys in Montreal, okay? So they're not like a local place or a small little place. These guys do websites for people all around the world, and they're credible. And all you have to do to know that is click on the little thingy, and here comes the Dacus website, and you can find out all the things that Dacus does and who their clients are, we being one of them. So you're like, okay, well, Picture Perfect is a credible website. I can go through these people. I can give them my credit card information if I order something, and nothing bad's gonna happen, and da-da-da. With Doria's website, it says site designed by create.serve, and you click on it, no results found. There is nothing, guys.
No results found. So
no results found. This is a fake website.
Be careful.
Allegedly.
Be careful.
No, I don't think anybody who's watching this right now is going to want Doria as their person.
I'm just saying it happened to the Real Housewives, because she was getting a lot of phone numbers from elderly people.
Yeah,
Nancy.
what I'm saying is that I don't have concrete proof on this, but from the little investigating that I've done, this definitely looks like a fake website, okay? This looks like a way for them to take email addresses and phone numbers of elderly people and sell them to telemarketers. Another thing, and I watched this show called, and you guys should check it out, it's on YouTube, it's called Scamfish. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this show.
I know, you've been talking about that.
These guys are so cool. They run a website called socialscamfish.com, and it's a way for elderly people, and I feel so bad. These people get in these romance scams, okay? And they have a way of like putting your information in, and you can find out if the picture is real, and they'll track the person that you're actually talking to, and it's really sad. All the stories are so sad, but they will tell you, like, half of these things, you gotta do your homework and your research, and not a lot of elderly people know how to do that. I know I didn't until I watched this Scamfish show.
Why do you think that they're targeted?
But this does sound like something Doria would be a part of, selling people's information and possibly then selling that information to people overseas to then create, hey, we've got these elderly people's phone numbers and email addresses. Here, go do a romance scam.
Guys, it happens all
the time. This is our opinion. I wouldn't put it past Doria to do this because this website does not seem real to me. This is my opinion. That's what I wanted to get out there.
I'm shocked you're not saying, I'll give you $1,000 to discredit this.
Oh,
and say this is real.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just feel
because if somebody says it to me on Twitter, I will do that. Okay. I usually do it when they say, "Well, you're lying," and I'll go, "Give me $1,000."
There's just too much proof. There's too much.
It just sounds like a scam, guys.
So much with the reality show world. Yeah. And they're into that. So.
I'm just saying, this sounds like a scam. It sounds like they're selling people's information. Know that it was a $50 billion industry last year.
Yes.
Last year alone, yes. $50 billion.
Real Housewives are going to prison,
I know.
Nancy.
So what I'm saying is, if you mess with elderly people, then you've really ticked us off. The thing with the Queen pissed me off. Prince Philip pissed me off. Lady Hussey pissed me off. And now this pisses me off. Meghan, Doria, you guys are never going to be off our radar now. We see you guys, okay? And you're not going to get out of this. So, yeah, that pissed me off.
Good sleuthing, Nancy.
Thank you. You guys do your own research, you know. Let me know if you find out anything else.
Go on the website. Yeah. If you think that...
Go on our website. Go on Picture... I mean, you can, like I said, you can click on it. And
if you click on Doria's and you see results not found, there's something...
Who created the website?
Who created it?
Yeah. Doria and Meghan should have more money than us, than our family, than our small business in Portland, Oregon. Yeah. Why aren't they using a huge global...
They should call Dacus.
They should call Dacus. Why aren't they using the boys at Dacus? Like, we have to pay Dacus every month for that nice website. Why isn't Doria paying someone? Exactly, yeah. See, the wheels are turning. Let me know if you guys come up with anything on your own. I'd really be interested to see. Again, we are going to feature rescues in the southern tip of the United States. Guys, they are really getting hit hard with the heat.
Heat everywhere in the United States.
I feel bad because unfortunately those dogs have nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go, guys. I mean, when the heat hits like that.
A lot of good people to help you.
So there's a lot of great little rescues that I'm going to put in the description below. And if you could just click on one and help out, that would be great. If you can't, that's fine. You can just click on one and maybe pass it on to a friend and go, hey, you know, this could you put this on your Facebook page? Can you put this rescue needs a little help because of the heat going on, and can you just get the word out there that they do? The PR alone helps them because it does get the little rescue sites out.
Those dogs safe for the holidays. Keep no one's gonna
Canada Day and 4th of July. If we don't see you before then, bring your dog and cat inside, guys.
Or we will.
And don't light off fireworks. Don't be jerks. All right. We will see you very soon. Have a great day.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.